You could go do this with nothing. You have to buy 10 times more just to go out and mow a lawn to charge 45 bucks. You could spend $100 and be ready to go do. Today we're talking about my favorite high profit service, my number one favorite that I love more than anything. And I just felt compelled to share this with everyone because this service has been really, really great for our company. Got 3 points of why I love this so much. The last point is the one you're gonna wanna stick around for if you're a new business and you're looking at what all you can do, because this is the coolest one out of all of them. But I wanna get right into this. And so to start this off, my favorite service is LED lighting, LED landscape lighting. You may be thinking that this is super complex. I don't want to get into lighting. I don't want to get into knowing about powering and how we do all this and electrical issues and this and that and the other. But let me tell you in this video why I think that you should at least look into it, why you should at least stay to the very end to hear my last point, because it's definitely a game changer and may make you change your mind. Number one, why I like landscape lighting. Like I already said, it is a high profit service. You are able to make really good money very easily with landscape lighting. It is something that so many houses need. It changes the total look of a house. It is such a dramatic before and after that it's really an easy sell. It's an easy add-on, and a lot of this makes it more profitable because people see the value. Look at what it's doing. It's adding safety, it's adding beauty, and it is not just adding a little bit. It's not like when you have a small plant and you've got to wait for it to grow to fill out the space, or I got almost a right size plant, whatever the case may be. This is instant. When it's done, the dramatic change in your property is huge. And a lot of these reasons, a lot of the value it brings is why there's so much profit in it. And why, the higher the value is, the perceived value of something, the more the cost can be, the more cost there is, and which allows you to make a profit, which that's very, very important. Number two is it's a really copy and paste system. So the sales, the estimating, everything, it is very easy. You come up with a system. I just went over a coaching call with someone where I talk about how we do landscape lighting, whether they choose to do it exactly like I do it or they tweak it to match them. It's something that you could have anyone go out and start estimating like that. So now you could have salespeople out repping landscape lighting. You could have door knockers out repping landscape lighting. You could run an entire company off of LED lighting. I know it. I haven't focused that much on making it an entire company. It's just to add on to every single job we do. And we do a lot of landscape lighting that's just landscape lighting projects. So very easy to copy and paste. Set them up. This is how we estimate them. This is how we get the purchase orders. This is how we get the material. And it's so easy to keep going. There's not all these different complexities. There's not all these different things. Now, if you introduce offering 4 million fixtures, there will be a lot more hardship in it. But if you keep it simple, use one uplight, one path light, and you offer a lifetime warranty product, it is very easy to create a copy and paste service. Now, finally, the third point. I told you should stick around to the end. And this is huge. This is really 2 points. It is, one, super easy, and there's minimal skill and training required for this. And you wouldn't have thought that. You would have thought that landscape lighting was super, super, super hard. It does require skill to make it look good. You do need to know certain things to make it look the way it should look. But overall, there's so little required. Tools, you don't need tools. I mean, you could, if you had to go out and do a landscape lighting job and you had to do it on the pure minimum budget, you could have wire snips, you could have a little drill so you can mount your box on the side of a house. Maybe that's a little more complex if you got to drill on a block like we do, where you got to use concrete bits. But even with just a standard drill, drilling little holes and putting Tapcons in them is not that hard. So you'll need almost nothing. Another thing about this whole, it's easy, is you could fit a huge job in a Honda Civic. You don't need a big truck and a big trailer to haul around landscape lighting. And finally, it's so easy to install. There's so many things that make it easy to install. One of the things we're going to be building in GrowCom is a landscape lighting course, because I'm just so compelled that this service is a great service for homeowners. It brings a ton of value to homeowners. The dramatic change you can bring to a property is just exponential. It is timely. It's easy to do. It's easy to train for. It's easy to copy and paste all of this. It's really easy. And I think that this all adds into my first point of why it's profitable. A lot of the things we do as landscapers are not that easy. They have a ton of variables. And being that employment and the difference in times it takes to get things done is your biggest variable all the time, the harder it is, the more challenging it is to make a profit on anything. So those are my 3 reasons. And I told you, the last one's the most powerful. You don't need much. You could be just starting out. You could watch a course or look at what other people have done or something and learn about it. And you could go do this with nothing. You have to buy 10 times more just to go out and mow a lawn to charge $45. You could spend $100 and be ready to go do landscape lighting other than the material that you actually have to put in, and you can make massive profits. So leave in the comments below if you do landscape lighting. Leave in the comments below if you think it's hard and if you think it's easy. Whatever you think, I want to know in the comments below. And finally, I also want to hear what type of fixtures do you use? Do you use ProTrade? Do you use Unique? Do you use FX Luminaire, WAC, Kichler? What is it that you use for your lighting? Everyone, I'll talk to you guys soon.